What's going on, YouTube? It's the DJ. Back in the video. Today I'm back playing Madden 25 franchise mode. I don't know what this franchise is called. Today we're playing the New England Patriots. They're 3-2, so should be a little bit worried. But yeah, we don't know. We'll find out how this game will go. Oh no, I missed. No, I didn't. I'm actually crazy.
And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Caleb going to throw right away. There's a short one
buddy.
taken in by Otten, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. Only able to gain a couple there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Pacheco gets it up the gut. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
He caught it.
He will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I hope we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throw left side, hauled in by
He's not in.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have
Oh, damn.
Now, and he's gonna go
Sweaty
down.
J.
Sack back around the 8. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He's got it. That pass play good for 7. but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former New England quarterback, moved on from them in 2017. It's Jimmy Garoppolo. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Gets around him, and he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo being chased out left. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A veteran QB taking those hits is just
now they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Wild.
Dancing to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith.
Oh.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking here for Smith.
Oh my God, he dropped it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
That's you, Bowers.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You
got
to spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here we go. Another try for Barkley. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Oh, that's into a double team.
Oh, Bobby Wagner.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard.
Yo, I knew one of us had that. Didn't know which one of us. I knew for sure one of us had it. Like, actually, he would have had it. None of us would have had it if it wasn't for me.
Here we go.
Yeah.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Push.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running again with Barkley on second down.
Got it.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here we go. Garoppolo looks to throw.
Yeah.
Blitz coming and down he goes.
Like, couldn't do anything.
Jordan Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Yo, son.
Go here. He lost the football. And it's picked. The
Holy.
big man. Get the oxygen tank ready.
Thank you, Saquon.
Tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Holy crap.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They go back to the air here after the INT.
Good block.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now a second and 10. To the air, Williams.
Nope. He's not in. Nah, I know he's not in. Nah, boot that. Nah, boot that. God, he slid it. Wait. Yeah, he got the feet in.
Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats have retaken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Here we go.
Come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Barkley inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now second and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley.
Move it.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart.
Oh, my God.
Coming, and he's
He
taken
was
down.
wide, too.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there. And
No.
what could have been a touchdown. And
It's
this
good.
is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Caught.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. Second down, here's Barkley again. Nifty move. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Garoppolo now on the move to his left.
Whoa. Oh my God.
And that is incomplete.
Can you imagine the catch?
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's pouncing.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
Touchdown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Traquan Smith from 10. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Second and 10. Here's Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's his third sack of the game.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Gets past one man. Broken tackle. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here we go. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle.
What was that? But he dropped it.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got this complete.
Oh my God, he tripped out of bounds.
No gain there.
Holy
It's going to bring up a 3rd down. So
you're actually a stud.
1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Again, it's Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Williams.
Oh my God, I could see it coming. Just like
going to be taken down with another 1st down.
saw him
as the
turn.
stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Damn.
For a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to
Killing
the
everybody.
And that's it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams.
Good.
And his throw
Defense?
here's incomplete.
The goal of anyone
Question mark?
running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing is Williams. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score
God damn.
as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Ayuk goes in motion. Here's a fake on the Jets. Instead with Pacheco. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of
He's
scrimmage.
dead. Nah, bro.
Here's Williams. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Ayuk. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past
Oh my
the 30.
God.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he gets it to the 25.
Holy
What a
crap.
return. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To throw is Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight line, usually right in the middle of the field.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Forced out to his left.
Thank you. Oh my God.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I just had to say something. I know.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the mark.
Keep pushing.
And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Obviously, the minimum goal of any fake is to get a 1st down. I think, truthfully, when you're going for a fake, you're going for the big shot. You're going for the big play. But in this case, they got more than a 1st down, and now they're really set up.
Yeah, they got a big play out of it. You're right. Now they're knocking on the door. Here now, 2nd and goal. Here we go, here we go. Garoppolo. Touchdown, Texans.
I think he did it.
From 4 yards out. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Patriots now down 24-17. A minute 56 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. A big play here. 3rd and 2.
He stopped.
That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Are they going to do it again?
This is 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time
What an
remaining.
idiot.
And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Steps away. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Back to throw, Garoppolo.
Oh my God!
And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Brock Bowers absolutely gets a crazy catch to win the game. Well, his second catch to win the game.
He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now all eyes on the Patriots. Trailing in this one now. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Williams operating from the gun. That's complete to Otten. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Here's 1st and 10. To the air once more. Williams. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here comes 2nd down.
For the game.
To throw, it's Williams. Steps away to his left.
Oh, so that's just not a penalty. He crossed it.
This offense was on the move. Now
he crossed the line, yeah.
Completions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at
That's
the 38.
The game.
It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Well, all right. We have 1 new injury, of course we do. Let's go. That's actually really bad. My line is getting crushed. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, sure smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications for my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And of course, bye, guys.